what's up? It's me, Luke, and I'm here with Nick, and we just want to say, from us to you, welcome to Youth at Nite. If you've never joined us before, check out the description and click on that link. We'll do all that we can to get you plugged in.
Yeah. For this first segment tonight, we are going to rate each other's outfits from way back in the day, back when style was completely different. We're rating our attire from 1 to 10 and going to kind of do a commentary on what we looked like when we were younger. So let's go ahead and have Luke begin here. We're each going to have a few pictures, but we'll throw them up on the screen. But let's see what kind of fit you got today, Luke.
All right, dude. I'm going to start off with this one.
Ho! Oh! Dude, them eyes, though.
Yeah, so...
What's going on here?
Maybe I just didn't want a photo taken. I think I can respect this turtleneck.
Oh yeah, dude, you got Sonic pants on? Oh wait,
I think they're Mickey Mouse baseball.
Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
baseball
Mickey
pants?
Mouse football.
Dude, the thing I like most about this is that haircut.
That haircut though, I'm sort of looking like Megamind.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you are. Oh man, dude, you look fresh, man. It kind of looks like that classic old school beach shirt. Like you're out on the beach, you know what I'm saying?
It is kind of a beach shirt, but then I'm kind of disappointed in the pants. They drag me down a bit.
Yeah.
It's like trying to be cool, but also not getting ready for the day. But
yeah,
at least I'm demanding respect. You know?
Right. Oh, dude, you do not want to give this guy a bad rating right now.
So, I don't know. What do you think, Nick?
If you're talking about the attire, well, head, eyes, everything, we'll put that to the side for a second. I'm going to give this about a 4 out of 10.
Ooh, 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10?
I'll take that because
Okay.
I think it's like clashing a little bit. So
okay, yeah, that's fair. I love the old school vibes though, especially that couch.
That couch. So should I go on to the next one?
Sure. Let's just do it.
All right. How about this one?
Yo, can you say, Grandpa? Tell me about these glasses.
Well, they're transitional lens, which used to be in, believe it or not.
No, I believe it.
Just kidding. I don't think transitional lens have ever been in.
Did you feel high tech?
I kind of felt high tech. My haircut.
Dude, got that
Straight
Dumb and Dumber
across.
haircut. All right.
Dumb and Dumber haircut for sure.
Got them bangs.
Got those bangs. It's like someone put a belt around my head and cut my hair.
Dude, you are on trend with that dad hat though.
It's actually, that's a skate hat from Flagstaff Skate Shop.
Oh, really?
It's a Think hat, which is
Think.
skate brand from back in the day.
Yeah. I dig it.
I'm wearing a science t-shirt. That was from
dude.
like this 5th grade science club I was in.
Dude, you kind of got swag slouching down like that too.
I feel like I think I'm cooler than I am.
No, you look pretty cool. I don't know, man. I'm giving this one, if I can rate it, I'm giving this guy a 6 out of 10, man.
Dude,
you're looking baller as all get out in this one.
And I'm feeling some kind of steezy.
Yeah, yes, you are.
All right, dude.
This next
How
one.
about this one of us?
Oh my goodness. Throwback, yes. This is matching suits. Yeah, tell them a little bit about this moment. Oh man, kind of ashamed of this.
We were getting ready to go to prom or homecoming. I can't remember.
No, prom, senior year, man.
I still remember buying like V-neck t-shirts, and I'm a little ashamed that my V-neck tee is like 2 sizes too big. Not to mention those pants could fit like an adult-sized grown man's diaper in them.
Right. Dude, Luke looks like he's got those zombie vibes going on, or mummy vibes.
Are those gauges I see?
No.
Oh yeah, dude.
Maybe. I may or may not have had gauges back then. But me and Luke couldn't see almost the entire prom because we had our like dark shades on the entire time.
It was part of the outfit.
Yeah. But it was great. I'd highly recommend just going with a friend, hitting up McDonald's beforehand.
We borrowed your dad's golf hat.
Oh yeah. Dude, I don't know, man. I would say fun, we ranked 10 out of 10. We had the best time.
Did we actually look as cool as we had intended?
Oh man, no.
Probably not.
I'll let you rate this one, man. I'd be curious to hear.
Dude, I'm gonna give us like a 3 out of 10.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty bad.
rough.
It was terrible. Yeah.
All right, dude, let's see some of these fits you got.
All right.
I know these are gonna be good.
First one's first.
Oh yeah, dude. 97.
Ladies man right there.
Is that like a baseball sweater?
Yeah, looks like it. Vintage.
It was
baseball.
already vintage when you were a
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah, dude.
So now this fit would be extra vintage.
Oh yeah, man.
You got that business-like turtleneck.
Got that kind of a comb over.
I feel like you're not able to breathe very well. That's why you got
Yeah.
that look on your face.
That's like that awkward. Turn your head a little bit more, and I'm kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna give this in today's current standards.
Yeah. If you saw this on the streets,
If I saw you wearing that today, I'd give you a pretty low rating. Not gonna lie.
dude, that smile though.
It's a good smile. It's a fine haircut. I'd give you a 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10. All right, that's fair. All right, next one right here.
All right. Yes, bro.
Oh, this is bad.
Okay. So,
My shoelace is untied.
dude, I gotta say, I like the lower half of this outfit best.
Right?
So if you were rocking these
Them
cargo
side
jeans,
pockets.
these side pockets, these shoes in today's world, you'd be Justin Bieber status.
That's pretty true.
It's like Justin Bieber lower half, Mr. Rogers upper half.
That is very true. I was very confused in this age of my life.
So I'm gonna go ahead and, because you are rocking some swag, but you got that grandpa vibes going, I'm gonna give you a 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10? All right, I'll take that. All right, final one for me.
Oh, yes, bro.
Oh my gosh, this one's kind of humiliating.
Dude, you got that Guy Fieri look going on.
Guy Fieri.
You got that Guy Fieri, the flames, the hair.
Guy Fieri, Johnny Cash, man.
Guy Fieri all the way. You got those baggy jeans, those skate shoes. I gotta give this a solid 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. This is the worst one.
That is legit, bro.
Dude, you might not be able to notice it, but like I can't stand up all the way because I'm like under this thing, so I'm like crouching down.
Do you remember that photo getting taken?
I do, like it was yesterday. I still feel
man.
like I look like this.
You're about to play Smoke on the Water, I know it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Look at that power cord though.
That power cord.
You know what I'm saying?
That's sick,
Yeah.
dude.
Thanks a ton for checking out some of our old fits from back in the day. For this next segment, I'm sure a lot of you guys have been spending time doing school, particularly on Zoom. And here are some stereotypes of some people that you may have come across while engaging with school over Zoom. Check it out.
The project takes the study of the Russian imperial experience in a new direction, linking histories of politics, economics, environment, science, and culture to explore the creativity of growing national.
Excuse me, Mr. Johnson. Jeff's on his phone, I believe. I see him in the corner. Sorry to interrupt. Sorry. Yeah, I just want to say how much I appreciate you and your time and special effort. And wanted to also remind you that our assignment is due today, the big one you assigned last Tuesday. Yeah, I had plenty of time to finish it. I need actually additional homework. And this is the season I really need to lean in. We got nothing better to do at home.
The modern Russian North during the late imperial and early Soviet. How Catherine the
Yeah!
Great
New PR, let's go, boys!
and feminine imagery.
Yes!
And how her demonstration of highly gendered
Empress, Catherine the Great. Those of you who came to happened. Early on the morning of June 28th of 1762, Catherine, with the help of her supporters, secretly escaped her summer residence.
What is X equal to?
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
All right, we are in week 2 of All the Feels. Today, we're going to be talking about anger. Can you remember the last time that you were angry. Maybe it was when you studied really hard for a test and you felt pretty good about it, turned it in. The next week you came back to your computer only to find out that you got an F. Maybe you felt like this. You felt so mad you wanted to throw your computer off the table. Or maybe for you it was like on your sports team or in your friend group, this one guy or girl is just always getting on your nerves. They're always pushing your buttons, bullying you. You feel like there's no end in sight, and you kind of feel like you want to do this. You want to knock them out. Maybe you feel like that. Or maybe for you, it's like you really want to hang out at this party or with this girl or this guy. You know what I'm saying? And your parents interrupt those plans, and you start feeling like this. You're like so mad, you throw a tantrum, right? For me, I can think of a time that my buttons got pushed. And some of you are thinking, Luke's not a mad guy. He doesn't get angry. The truth is, I have like an inward anger where I suddenly like make a decision that makes me look silly. Like this one time, I don't know if you've ever heard of this. There's this thing called gleeking. I had never heard of it when I was in 7th grade, but I heard of it real fast when it became a popular trend at my school. You can find gleeking online. There's a wiki how-to on it. It's where you spray like a little squirt gun worth of spray out of your tongue. I don't even know. I'll try it on screen right now. I can't do it. People do that. It shoots. I'm glad I couldn't. It's probably not COVID friendly anyway. We're in the recording studio. People would gleek, like spray me with spit. And I remember, to me, that's a huge button because I'm a germaphobe. So someone else's germs immediately on me first thing in the beginning of the day. I can still remember sitting in a circle and this guy gleeked on me. So I like got as much spit as I could in the back of my throat and spit it onto his shirt. And I thought, that's how I handle anger. That guy just gleeked on me. I'll just spit on him. And I'll get the news out at the school that if you gleek on Luke Emery, you get spit on. So I was super mad. I felt like I was justified. He walked away, head down, super sad to have spit on his shirt. And it was pretty messed up, but I thought I had my bases covered. And then later on in the day, I was at lunch. And I was carrying my food, minding my own business. And this kind of bully guy named Sam tried to gleek on me, but instead of gleeking on me, he gleeked on my chicken nuggets. And so, again, I just welled up as much spit as I could. Spit right on his tray, right in the middle of his food. And I thought, there we go. Eye for an eye. That guy will never bother me again. And I was just about to leave and throw my chicken nuggets away and ask for more when Sam stood up over the table, grabbed me around the neck, and started choking me in my chair. And suddenly I realized maybe I had the wrong response. It was right around then that our school counselor, Mr. Moxon, came over, broke the fight up. And I remember thinking, maybe responding eye for an eye isn't always the best response. That me acting in anger and just going for it probably wasn't the best thing. And maybe you can think of a time in your life when your buttons were pushed. You did something that was a way where it was like, you wronged me and now I'm going to wrong you. You know, like, I didn't deserve that and now I'm going to give you what you deserve. That's where I was at. And maybe you're like me. You're like a silent, kind of like there's different kinds of angers. For me, I'm like a silent, angry person. We call this inward anger. So you can see in this diagram or outline of a body, inward anger includes things like shutting people out or cutting them off, giving them the silent treatment. It includes like ignoring them or choosing to not talk to them anymore, and maybe being like passive aggressive. If this is you, your actions, like what you do with your body isn't loud, but your actions speak louder than your words when you're mad at someone. That's what we call inward anger. Then we have something that's called outward anger. And this includes things where like you kind of go off the cuff. You maybe do get physical. You do punch or maybe you engage in that fight or flight response where you're either punching or you're running away or you're yelling or just getting loud. You're mad and you want people to know it, and they know it. They know when you're angry. Then there's an anger that we call, and this one gets tricky, but we call it protective anger. And I believe this is anger used correctly. It's when you look out into the world and you see a wrong and you get protective over that person. You see someone getting something that they don't deserve and you stand up for them. That's a Christ-centered kind of anger. An example for me is actually the birth of me and Nick's friendship. I remember being a freshman in our language arts class, and the same kid who I spit on his food in middle school, Sam, he's sitting behind me now in my English class. And of course, those would be our assigned seats. But he's sitting behind me. We always had silent reading time, so I'm sitting up there reading my book. And every time that our teacher wasn't looking, Sam would just smack me in the back of the head, right? And so I just would get angry. I'd ignore it, try to ignore it. But all of a sudden, I'd be getting slapped in the head again. Day after day, this kid slapped me in the back of the head until the guy next to me was like, dude, that's not cool. That guy being Nick. And Nick was like, don't do that to him, right? Nick got pretty mad, got protective, and made him seem like really not cool in front of a lot of people. Nick called it out. It wasn't cool. Nick called it out. And Nick actually was sort of cool, so people respected it. And Sam ended up looking foolish. In that moment, having someone stand up for me, to have a protective anger, and I think Nick would have physically stopped him from slapping me had he continued. For Nick to be able to stand in the gap for me meant a lot. And sometimes Christ calls us to act in that way, to act in a protective anger. And that's what we would call in the Bible a righteous anger. The anger isn't a sin. Sometimes we get that mixed up. Anger is not a sin. It's just wrong when it becomes the boss of your life. That when Christ is the boss of your life and you get angry, it's in the right way. But if you get angry and you let that become the boss of you and control you, then you're going to act in ways that are unhealthy. Someone who talks about anger is James. He was the brother of Jesus, and he actually has some really good things to say about anger. So we're going to jump into that, and then we're going to unpack it together. Here we go. We got James 3, verse 13, starting there. Who is wise and understanding among you? By his good conduct, let him show his works in meekness of wisdom. But if you have bitter jealousy and selfish ambition in your hearts, do not boast and be false to the truth. This is not the wisdom that comes down from above. This is earthly, unspiritual, demonic. From where jealousy and selfish ambition exists, there will be disorder in every vile practice. But the wisdom from above is first pure, then peaceable and gentle, open to reason, full of mercy and good fruits, impartial and sincere. And a harvest of righteousness is sown in peace by those who make peace. He goes on to say, what causes quarrels and what causes fights among you? Is it not this, that your passions are at war within you? So he first talks about this, things like jealousy or selfishness. This is the I need what I deserve kind of attitude, right? And that's where anger comes from a lot of the time. It's saying like, I deserve this and I want this. And so I'm mad. I'm going to take this for myself. This is anger that is not Christ-like, an anger that comes from getting what you want, right? A protective anger comes from doing what God wants, looking out for others. And an inward or outward selfish anger comes from getting what you want. Part of it is being in control, right? Looking at what other people have and saying, God, why don't I have that? And so you're either mad at that person or you're mad at the people that are depriving you of that thing. You are upset that you're not in control of those things. You are mad that your mom or dad walked out or that this person is treating you in a certain way that you feel like you shouldn't be treated, or you're not getting what's owed to you, right? There's oftentimes really heavy things beyond our control, and we either get bitter at the people that are denying us those things, or we get bitter or angry at the people that are standing in our way, or we might even get angry at the people who have what we don't have, whether it be the family, the grades, the possessions, the friends. We get angry at the people. And here it says that there's wisdom that in acting in a certain way. There's wisdom and understand. There's people who have wisdom and understanding among you, and those are people that are able to control their actions, to think before they act. It says, what causes quarrels and what causes fights among you? Is it not this, that your passions are at war within you? So that's when there's a quarrel going on inside of you where you go, that person just wronged me and I'm going to take what's mine. Or that person is standing in the way and I'm going after them. That's the quarrel inside of you. And the application for us today, I believe, lands in 3 spots. One is to take a step back. To take a step back and to make the wise choice. To show meekness, which means humility and understanding, right? The one person who could have probably shown the most wrath, Jesus Christ came down, was wronged in many ways, instead chose humility. We are called to choose humility because sometimes what people need is not an outward angry response. Sometimes what they need is humility and understanding. And as we walk in that, we're able then to not let anger control us and not let anger cause an inward or an outward anger. So to take a step back, to decide, is this a battle worth fighting? To really gauge your intentions, which leads me to my second application, which is be honest with yourself. Be honest really. In this situation, what is really making me mad? Because oftentimes, I think you'll find that there's things at war within you that are making you mad, where it's like this person doing this is just the straw that broke the camel's back, where you were already kind of upset with them, but then they did something and that just pushed you over the edge. Are you mad because of a list of other things, or are you actually righteously mad about something, like in a protective way? And the third is to own your peace, because there's going to be times when you maybe do react in a way that is an outward anger, where maybe you're even potentially embarrassed, or you've been cutting someone off or ignoring them for some time and it's an inward anger. And maybe they did something wrong. Maybe they called you a name or mistreated you or spit on your lunch, but you did something back, eye for an eye, and now you need to ask for an apology. And as you own your peace, I think you'll see that there's a really cool sort of healing. To that point, I think what's crazy is years later, I actually spoke with Sam, the guy that had been giving me trouble in the past. And we talked about the fact that he had wronged me, that I had wronged him. He expressed like some grief over that. And it was a really cool healing moment. Not saying that's going to happen every time, but if you can own your peace, I think you'll be surprised at sometimes some of the healing that Christ can do. And I do want to say this as we head out. Where might God be calling you to a protective anger? Maybe it's to stand up for a friend. Maybe it's to stand up for a cause. Maybe there's things that are unrighteous that you see around you. Maybe it's injustice, or maybe it's mistreatment of the earth. There are things that I really think that Christ calls us to be protective, to have a protective anger over. So that's just my last kind of bit as we head out, for you to know that anger's not bad. It's just bad when it's the boss of us. Thanks for joining us this week. I hope you have an amazing small group. Take care.
I'm having the time of my life. Everything is going all right. Ooh, I just made them look twice. This is how it feels when you living that good life.
If this is your first ever time joining us, we want you to check out the link in the description so that you can see about...
We want you to check out the...